y'all, Christina here. So today I want to share a point about authority. Who has the authority? And this is in particular to your life. And the reason I ask this question is because I came into a realization recently about who has the authority over me, which sounds silly, but I didn't have full authority over myself for a long time. I, for a majority of my life, has sought external validation, confirmation, advice, answers. I've sought so much of who I am outside of me. I looked to teachings, religions, principles, different groups. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And because I had no sense of self within me, because I didn't know who I was, because I didn't feel like I had any power or control over myself, because I didn't know my self-worth, I didn't know my self-value, because I didn't know who I am, I allowed external forces to influence the idea of who I am. And so I participated with certain groups and people that could tell me who I was, you know? And I came to a point recently where that point was being, expressed towards me of, oh, you should look at who you are in this because this is what I see. And it didn't feel right to me. This idea that someone else can tell me who I am seems ridiculous. You know, like it's like that point of I'm here in my body. I'm here in my mind, in my body, in my reality. I know who I am. I know what I experience. I'm honest with myself. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm directing myself. So it's like this idea that someone else can tell you who you are, I think is a big discrepancy that we need to reconcile within ourselves, because that's why we have a consumerist society. Is we have a world that says, oh, come over here, look, this is who you are, I'm going to tell you who you are, and then they profit off of you not knowing who you are. So it's very important from my perspective that people realize the authority, the authorship they have of themselves. You got to get to know yourself. You got to know who you are, and you got to take ownership of yourself. And you have to realize that, yes, seek advice, seek help, seek support if you need it. But that's on you. You decide that, not because you need it because you don't know who you are and you want someone else to tell you who you are, but because you see, I can get further support in this area. So it's just that point of who is the authority over you. I feel like that is why we're in a big mess that we're in this world, is that no one's willing to take authority of themselves, and they're looking for someone else to tell them who they are. And that's why we then have a government we react to, because the government's trying to instill ideas about who we are and what we're supposed to do and who we must be, and we're all fighting against that, yet no one's taking authorship of themselves. So just be clear on who you are and what it is you want to do and create in this life, and what it is that you believe, and what is it that's true and real for you, and what are your principles. Get clear on that and know your worth, know your value, and then no one can influence and direct you, and no one can take advantage of you. Set the boundaries. If something doesn't feel right within your body, if something feels off, if you feel like something's being imposed on you that shouldn't be imposed, then you listen to yourself and you step up and you stand up within yourself and you get clear on who you are and what you will accept and allow from other people. Because you show people how to treat you. And if someone's taking advantage of you or imposing an idea of who you are onto you, if people resist you for changing, if you participate and engage with that, then you're allowing that. So simply remove yourself from the situation and, trust yourself, trust your feelings, trust what it is that you see, because no one ultimately has that authority over you unless you give it to them. So that's my sharing for today. Know your boundaries. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. You got to do what's right for you, what feels right to you, what is true for you. Honor that, because that's how we will create a world where everyone's needs are met equally, is when we start meeting our own needs. So what is it that you need, and give it to yourself. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.